You guys are back in the old school. Hey guys, I'm the Retro Reject, and I'm finally back from another hiatus. And of course, that shouldn't surprise you because I have taken several hiatuses before. But this time I do owe you guys the explanation of why I was gone. So, first off of many things, as to be expected, life just kind of got busy for me. Because right now I'm still in college, and as you know, school just gets busy, and then I'm also just trying to balance school on top of doing YouTube, and as well as right now I'm in the middle of doing a specific internship, so yeah, things just got busy for me, and I had to rearrange my priorities, and obviously that meant YouTube kind of had to be pushed to the sidelines. Um, but the second thing is it's kind of hard for me to talk about, but I do feel comfortable with telling you guys. Um, for this past month, uh, I wasn't doing so good in terms of my mental health. Uh, I just kind of felt like I was at an all-time low for me. Uh, I just felt ashamed of myself. I was really putting myself down. I I honestly didn't think I had value to myself, and just made me feel like I was a failure. But thankfully, I am doing much better. I'm actually getting help for it, and that's the message I want to share across to you guys. If you feel like you are struggling in your lives, don't be afraid to ask for help. Because, like I said, I am doing so much better once I've gotten help. I'm finally back in a spot where I feel comfortable with coming back to YouTube, and I keep saying this, but you guys truly do make me feel worthwhile with all the videos I make, and just seeing how much I've inspired you guys, and how much you guys do enjoy my content, so it truly means a lot to me. And the third thing is that I was trying to upload a movie review of Thomas and the Magic Railroad because I was hinting at that in the Best of Stepney video I did before I went on my hiatus. But as you all know, whenever I try making these movie reviews, whenever I upload the video, the company who owns the movie just continuously blocks the video, so then I have to go back and edit it to try to get the footage as very minimal as possible. But then when I try uploading it again, they just continuously block more footage. It just makes me not particularly happy or eager to upload the video. And honestly, with how the videos end result, I'm not too proud of it. But at last, I got it to a point where it looks like YouTube will let me show it on YouTube. So, but I'm still gonna be very cautious. That's why I'm uploading this video first, whereas before I upload the movie review. As for now, I'm coming back to YouTube, delivering on the rewards from the 300 subscriber milestone, which is of course my viewers suggest video ideas to me, and which then I make a video off of them. And this first one was recommended by my close friend Arceus Rules, and he wanted to see a video game review, in which I'm going to do this in the format of a Let's Play, and the video game I'm going to be playing for today is Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures. And what's the reason why I'm choosing this specific video game? Well, first off, a lot of people in the past have asked me if I could do video game reviews. But the thing is that I wanted to wait for a time that I could get good quality footage of the video game I'm playing instead of having to just record it off my TV. And since Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures is a PC game, it's a good way I can get the footage because I know how to screen capture from my laptop. And also just the fact that I am a big fan of Wallace and Gromit, and this is a game I did play a lot in my childhood. So let's actually get to starting up this game. And of course, as you can see, one of my desktop backgrounds is of Nala from The Lion King. But anyway, let's go. And then I have my desktop background as a slideshow, just because I found a lot of good photos of characters I like. And for example, this is Octavia from Hell of a Boss. Go check out that episode review, because Octavia is one of my favorite characters from Hell of a Boss. But anyway, let's go pull up Wallace and Gromit. Now, as you can see, with the Grand Adventures, there's 4 different games we could play. Now, I would like to start off with Fright of the Bumblebee, but the thing is, I think there's something wrong with my specific copy of this game, because Fright of the Bumblebee, whenever I play this specific game, whenever I reach a certain point within it, the game just freezes. It doesn't allow me to continue on, so I cannot end the actual video game. So we're going to have to instead start off with the next adventure, which is called The Last Resort. And then if this Let's Play series gets pretty popular with you guys, I'll probably continue on with Muzzled and Bogeyman. But anyway, let's start off with The Last Resort. And of course, as you can see, we are now in Wallace and Gromit in The Last Resort. Now, as I said, I played this game a lot as a kid, but I have not played it in a long time, so I'm not totally familiar with remembering how the story goes, but the thing is that I do know, like, how to control things. Like, I know how to select certain things, and as well as, like, how to move around, so we don't have to bother with the tutorial. Oh. Okay, I just noticed this now. Wallace is thick. Just look at that. Okay, but anyway, let's actually start off the game. And of course, as you can see, this game is made by Telltale, the same people who made, like, the different games that are licensed, like, you know, Batman, Jurassic Park. I mean, they've done a lot of video games, but I think I do prefer with how Wallace and Gromit is done. But I do kind of like the optional dialogue within the future games. It looks like Gromit wants to go on vacation, but I guess we can't anymore because it's raining.
Help! Gromit! Do something! Call the Coast Guard!
Wait, is there a Coast Guard in Britain? Well, there probably is. But wouldn't it just be the Navy? Not the Navy!
Talk about raining cats and dogs. Our plumbing's in a right pickle. Fetch me my spanner, lad, while I stick me finger in the dike.
Ah, jeez. Well, looks like our entire basement is flooded. But, okay, wait a second. How did this basement get so bad to where it's flooded to this point? Because it looks like the only leak is from that little pipe over there. Maybe Wallace has the answer of how this basement got so flooded. So, Wallace, tell us what happened.
Bring me my spanner, lad.
No, Wallace, I'm asking, how did our basement get to this point? How is it so flooded?
Bring me my spanner, lad.
I know that, but you need to answer my question, because it looks like the only thing causing this flood is that little trickle. Well, so how did our basement flood this bad, Wallace? Tell me.
Bring me my spanner, lad.
Oh boy. Okay, looks like we're not going to get any answers from Wallace, so... well, why do we have
That's left
rocket
over
gas?
from our lunar landing. Just leave it be, lad.
Oh, that's a little Easter egg to A Grand Day Out, where Wallace and Gromit built that rocket ship so they could go to the moon, because they thought it was made of cheese. And that's a fun little Easter egg. But anyway, let's go get Wallace's spanner, because since he won't stop talking about it.
Just the job. Bring it here now, will you, lad?
Yeah, I'm bringing you your spanner because I'm a good dog. Alright. That should do it.
Well done. Our troubles are over.
Oh.
Whoops.
Well, that can't be good. Yep, that is definitely not good at all.
Crikey, that was a shock. Breaker, lad.
He made a pun.
Stay clear of the water. It's electric.
Oogie, 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 it's electric. It's go do the electric slide. Yeah, come on, Gromit, do the electric slide. Okay, looks like he can't do it too well. I mean, he can do the spinning. Yeah, is that a dance move, the spinning? Okay, let's go turn off the circuit breaker, because, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh no. Gromit, don't do it! Gromit! Oh, you messed it up, Gromit!
Look out, lad. The tide's coming in. Best find another way to the circuit breaker.
Well, how are we gonna get to the circuit breaker now? Because there's no way, because the water's electric. I mean, sure, there's this thing, but I'm pretty sure we would still get electrocuted, even though this thing is made of rubber. I don't know, maybe, what is this thing? Maybe you can help us.
I shouldn't bother with that, Gromit. It's still only a prototype.
Well, what am I supposed to do, Wallace? You're the human here, why do you always ask me to do things? You know, that's something I actually love about the shorts, is that even though Wallace is supposed to be this really smart inventor, he always calls upon Gromit to do everything for him. When a situation just gets really bad, he always calls Gromit to help him. And actually, now that I'm talking about Wallace, is he actually voiced by Peter Sallis in this video game? Because I'm pretty sure this video game came out like years before Peter Sallis died. So is he voiced by Peter Sallis in this game? Because the voice for Wallace does sound close to it, but it's not. It doesn't seem exactly right. I don't know. I gotta look up that. I probably gotta look that up later, or I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comments. Is this Wallace voiced by Peter Sallis here? I don't know. So. Okay, anyway, back to topic. We gotta turn off the circuit. We have to turn off the circuit breaker. But the only thing we see, okay, I'm probably gonna really regret this.
Gromit, have you gone crackers? You'll get yourself electrocuted.
Okay, but how does that work? Because I'm pretty sure Gromit would still get electrocuted here, because his legs would have to stick out from underneath it into the water. Well, of course, Gromit is able to walk on his hind legs. Like, he's a miracle of science, technically, so yeah. I'll suspend my disbelief for this one. I guess Gromit can be immune to electricity. So anyway, let's go turn off that circuit breaker.
The current's too strong. You'll have to find some other way to reach the circuit breaker.
Well, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, well, this is a Telltale game. We gotta look around, try to find how to turn off another way to turn it off.
Now we're in a pickle and no mistake.
Well, what do we do now? Wait a minute. Wait, is this another Easter egg?
Remember our toy train? Now that was a runaway ride.
Yeah, that was another Easter egg that we're making a reference to the wrong trousers. Because I remember in that short they had this criminal penguin was trying to commit a diamond heist, and the fact that Wallace and Gromit, they were running through financial troubles, so they established this room and board inside their own house, and the penguin made Gromit feel very unappreciated. So then the said wrong trousers are these like giant mechanical like robot pants. And the penguin is able to get Wallace trapped inside those trousers, and the penguin uses Wallace to commit the diamond heist. And at the climax of the movie, the penguin's riding on the engine of that toy train, while Gromit and Wallace are like riding on the little toy coaches. You know, I think out of all the Wallace and Gromit shorts, I think that one is my favorite. But I do but I do really like Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Careful, lad. That's extremely volatile compressed rocket gas. Ex-NASA.
And of course, as I pointed out, that's probably an Easter egg to the Grand Day Out. So okay, so how are we gonna get to the circuit breaker without the current? And speaking of which, how is that little trickle in the pipe causing us not being able to reach the circuit breaker? So anyway, what do we do now? Okay. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna really regret this, because aren't we just gonna explode? Because I feel like it's asking us to use the rocket fuel to get to the circuit breaker, but I feel like we're just gonna explode if we put it inside those sparks.
Don't do it, lad. You'll blow yourself to smithereens.
Well, of course, Gromit doesn't explode. He's a miracle of science. The fact that he's not able to get electrocuted by water. Yeah, so I'll suspend my disbelief for that one too.
Oh, there you are. Well, we'd best clean up. Crack on, lad. There's a lot to do. Sorry about the unseasonal weather. I'm afraid it means we'll have to put off our little trip to the seaside. Unless we bring the seaside to us.
What? But Wallace, what are you trying to get at here? Chapter 1, Ocean Notion. Okay, why do I have a feeling that all the chapter titles are going to be like that?
We've already got a cellar full of water. Just a few more items. There we are. And we can enjoy the seaside.
That is a really basic plan, Wallace.
Won't that be
and that's another thing I love about like the Wallace and Gromit shorts. Wallace has like these very basic plans, and somehow they work.
With all the necessaries.
Like they just work out in the end, just from how simple they are. Okay, so what are we supposed to be getting? Okay, an umbrella, sand, and the sun? Okay, how are we supposed to get the sun? It is a giant ball of gas in outer space. And I'm pretty sure we don't have the rocket anymore, so we can't physically get the sun. Okay, well, I don't know how we're gonna get the sun, but I'm pretty sure sand and an umbrella should be easy to find. So I guess we should... Well, I don't know, maybe we should ask Gromit. Maybe he knows where everything is.
Have faith, lad. West Wallaby Street's first indoor beach will be ready in a trice. Sun, sand, and beach umbrella coming right up.
Wow, that voice actor for Gromit did a really great job in this video game. Alright, so as I was saying, I think it's best that we go to town to get the stuff. Oh! Well, I think that solves our, umbrella problem.
Duncan, what are you doing here?
Picking you up, lassie. With a date.
Surely you're
so
not
this guy's Scottish.
It's freezing cold.
Yeah, I should have suspected that from the kilt.
Ach, a little wet never dampened the spirits of my biscuit. Grab your wellies and we'll be off.
Duncan, I really don't think so. You must admit, it's hardly beach weather. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, hello there, Wallace. Come and meet Duncan McBiscuit. He's an old friend.
Wow, he just got friend-zoned.
Of course, you know my two precious darlings, Boogie Woo and Tinky Wee. Say hello to Mr. Wallace, angels.
Well.
Yes. Look, Gromit. It's your friends from next door. Cute little fellows.
Oh, yes. They're show dogs, you know.
Prize
winners. They're my pride
Yeah, something
and
tells me
joy.
that these dogs are gonna be a problem later on.
No. Duncan was just leaving.
Leaving with you, lassie, for a day on the beach.
But what if there's a cloudburst? I don't consider thunder and lightning very pleasant beach companions.
But there's nae thunder and nae lightning. Can you hear any thundering? Any cracking or booming? Well, can you?
Maybe I can. Just hush your tongue a moment, will you?
Wait a minute. It was like storming outside like a few minutes ago. So where did that storm go?
Not even a wee tinkle.
I suppose not.
Maybe we can borrow the umbrella.
I say, that's a handsome beach, Bronny.
Perhaps you'd like to borrow it.
Brawly?
You're most welcome.
Well,
We
I
won't
guess
be
that's
leaving
the
it as
United
we're
Kingdom
not
terms
going
for
anywhere.
an umbrella.
Oh, yes, we are, lassie.
Oh, no, we aren't, Duncan. You can borrow the brolly once Duncan and I have finished our little discussion.
Oh, come on, lassie.
Okay, so
I won't be coming on.
can't get the umbrella yet. So as my plan was before, let's try to go to town.
We must act now before the flood. Gather the townsfolk. We'll stack the sandbags to the north, south, and east. Still time if we hurry. Look lively now, soldier.
No, you can't dump these sandbags here. Just wait a moment, Major, please.
Stop dithering, you dunderhead. The town's being swept under.
It's now being swept under, Major, and you're beginning to be a public nuisance.
Okay, so that's probably the answer to our sand problem. And okay, well, this is obviously put here for a
Afternoon, Wallace.
reason. So
That's quite a light, Mr. Panea.
It's a searchlight,
I say, no shortage of candle power there.
bright as the sun, don't you think?
oh,
Wonderful.
is
for
that supposed to
bringing
be
in
our
the big
substitute for the
spenders.
sun?
When the weather's fair, that is.
I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a stretch,
I
if
wonder,
you ask
Mr.
me.
Panea, where might a person acquire such a light?
I'd be happy to lend you this one, but
Oh, great.
if the weather warms up tonight, I'll need it to advertise my super soaraway sizzling summer sale.
Oh,
Okay, well now we gotta try to convince Mr. Paneer to give us this searchlight. Okay, well, but I mean, what is this stuff over here?
oh heck, it's a stack of Stilton.
Oh, was that the earth-shaking roar of thunder?
Well, actually,
It doesn't matter when it comes to the complex question of climate. A person should never really rely on his own senses. Only the experts really understand the weather.
oh,
Okay, well then that might be our answer, because we gotta... Okay, so we gotta try to find someone who's an expert at the weather, or something that can indicate that the weather is gonna be bad later on, so Mr. Paneer can give us the searchlight. But why are we...
what's the
Like, you know,
latest
some of these
news
things
of
I
the
don't
week,
understand
I
how
wonder?
they're like an
Stilton?
option.
And that reminds me, I just sent the truck out with your delivery. When you return home, you'll find it waiting patiently on your doorstep.
Ah, just like Gromit.
You know, Mr. Wallace, there's nothing like coming home to a faithful, loyal...
Jeez, I quite agree.
You know, I just love how Wallace sometimes, his obsession with cheese can mix up his priorities, because it appears from what he said there is that he likes cheese more than his own dog, which I think that's true sometimes because, like, he can have a really bad obsession with it.
Have a pleasant day.
We're looking at him.
But anyway, so now we gotta try to find something to convince Mr. Paneer to give us.
Hello, love.
Actually, you know, now that I think about it, because from the Easter eggs that we've seen earlier, or I think that these sets of adventures take place after like the original 4 shorts, like Grand Day Out, Wrong Trousers, A Close Shave, A Matter of Loaf and Death, but before Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were-Rabbit, because a lot of these characters look very similar to what some of the characters within the movie, because Mr. Paneer, I think, is the guy I pointed out as that he was looking like the guy who was Raj from Big Bang Theory. And then the constable over here, he looks like the same constable from the movie, except he doesn't have a mustache. And, I mean, he could be bald underneath that hat. And I'm pretty sure I've seen the person who looks like Major Crumb over here. And I think this person over here was the character who was growing that, like, gigantic pumpkin in that movie. I don't know.
Afternoon, Mrs. Gabberley.
Oh.
Hello,
Well,
Wallace.
I guess it can't be, because I don't think her name was Mrs. Gabberley in the movie.
I'm joking, Pat. I know it's rotten. Had to cancel me holiday.
And the thing was that
Certainly
there is technically an Easter egg from Curse of the Were-Rabbit, but it's more of like it was indicating that was going to be the next adventure, because it happens in Friday the Bumblebee, where Wallace is making like another like planning drawing, and he draws a picture of a rabbit, so it's indicating that would be the next adventure.
What will it be, love?
Okay, now I'm noticing these things over here. Sandman strikes again, and penguins, I'm assuming, spotted on Blackpool. Okay, you know how I made a joke about one of the characters that were, like, on Wallace's wall and, like, those picture frames? One of them looked like, what was it? Kingpin from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, now we're getting Sandman from Spider-Man. So are the Wallace and Gromit universes and the Spider-Man universes connected with each other? And I guess it's a good thing that we're not going to Blackpool, because the penguin from The Wrong Trousers is most likely hanging out there. Wow, and there are a lot of references to The Wrong Trousers in this video. Because as I already pointed out, the spare tracks thing from that specific short. You know, and speaking of The Wrong Trousers 2, I just recently saw the James Bond movie No Time to Die, and in the beginning of the movie, Wallace and Gromit and The Wrong Trousers was playing on the television. And that's the thing, I always love seeing those kind of references of things that I know and things I love in movies. Because, like, there's multiple things. Like, I made an Instagram post of how, like, there were certain things within movies, like, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. There was a giant alien Bolton hanging in, like, one of the kids' rooms. And then in, like, Muppets, there was this... They called it a gorilla detector, but it literally looked like Mechanicong. And then in my favorite movie of all time, Big, which has Tom Hanks in it, you see, like, this giant, like, inflatable Godzilla in the background. But anyway, as we're going back on topic, I just noticed these not newspapers, but magazines, and there's one weather, so I think that there's going to be, I think that's going to be our ticket to getting the Searchlight. Okay, but who advertises the weather in a magazine? I mean, I could understand a newspaper, but who advertises weather in a magazine?
All set.
Hey, make sure you don't nick any sweets!
Mind your own business! That old misery guts thinks he could run this shop. He couldn't run a bath.
Okay, so that should be our ticket to getting the Searchlight, so let's show that to Mr. Paneer.
Stormy weather ahead, I'm afraid.
Oh? Oh no. After all that, my sizzling summer sail is ruined. I go on holiday, but the weather's a washout. Will the sun never shine on yours truly?
Oh man, I feel bad for Mr. Paneer now. But oh well, we got our sun now.
I say, I wonder where a person might acquire such a light.
You're welcome to borrow this one, Mr. Wallace. There won't be any
borrow
sizzling
it.
summer sail tonight. Not in this blinking weather.
That's very kind of you.
Always happy to help.
Oh, this light'll make a smashing sun.
Wait a minute. Where did we put that Searchlight? In our pants? How did we fit a Searchlight in our pants? Man, I just love video game logic sometimes. But anyway, so now there's a sand. This is our ticket to getting sand, so we gotta somehow find a way to get it.
Yes, soldier, out with it.
If you'd like to unload these sandbags, I know just the spot.
Just as I told you, the people are pleading for sand, and we've got to give it to them.
I'd like to give it to you, you loony old goat. But if you've got a need for sandbags, Wallace, I hereby grant you permission.
Oh? You grant permission?
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Take all you want, Wallace.
Infernal cheek. I'm the commanding officer here, you jumped-up Jobsworth.
Wait a minute.
And I hereby
That's actually an interesting question. Who actually holds more rank in this situation? An army major or a constable, aka a police officer?
Subversive to me.
Because, I mean, if Major Crumb's an active major...
Why don't we ask Wallace here
who's so we actually have to choose who has more rank in this situation.
Pongo? Very well. Why not? Tell us, soldier, who holds rank here? Remember your training.
Okay, well, if Major Crumb is an active major, then I think he does have more authority, because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, National Guardsmen have more authority than, like, police officers, but...
We're waiting, soldier.
Well, give me time! This is something that really needs a lot of thought into it, Major Crumb. But the thing is, I don't think he's an active major. He might be retired. So, and
Go ahead, Wallace. Tell him how it is.
Will you guys give me some time to think about this? But since Constable Dibbins is an active police officer, I think he does have the more authority here.
We're waiting, soldier.
I was just about to pick.
Well, the constable is, an officer of the law.
Aha! Like I told you, I call the shots in this district. The sandbags are yours, Wallace.
They are not.
But you're the one who wanted to dump them, Major.
That was before
Okay,
you.
it looks like no matter who we
tried
choose,
to
we're not going to be
usurp
able
my
to get these sandbags.
Wallace, kindly tell the Major here who the officer in charge is, will you?
That's right, soldier. Inform this non-combatant nincompoop where his duty lies.
Wow, great insult, Major Crumb. Okay, so who... I mean, I don't know, because it looks like no matter what we... Wait. Why would this be an option?
Two fine flavors that work well together.
We're talking about who's in charge, not flavors.
Just a moment. Are you saying that instead of bickering over who's in charge, we should be working
Oh my
together
gosh,
as a
did
team,
we figure
like,
this out by
steak and
accident?
kidney?
Are you saying
That's actually
that in a
really fitting,
crisis
because
like this,
Wallace
you
sometimes is
act as
able
one,
to figure
like a
out
well-trained
problems just by
commando unit?
accident.
Actually, it's a sign.
Exactly, a sign that we
And
can
people
all
just take
rise
it
above
so
our
literally, like he
squalls.
actually genuinely
Very well,
meant
then.
it, but he just does it by...
Here's what
He just
we'll do.
didn't
We'll
mean to
send
find
these
a
sandbags off
solution.
with you.
Thank goodness. Well, I'll be off then. I can hear an hot meat pie calling me name, yes I can. Ernest Dibbins, it's saying. It's tea time. Fetch the blinking ketchup, Ernest.
I don't know how to
Now
feel
then,
about that
soldier,
dialogue.
All I need is your requisition form.
What?
Requisition form?
That's right. Got to play by the book. Can't let the spies sabotage operations, can we?
Spies?
Surely you've heard about the spies.
Okay, great.
from
Now we have to
abroad.
find a
They're
frickin'
everywhere.
requisition
Don't
form
look so
to get these
rattled, man.
sandbags.
Just bring me your requisition form, and you'll soon be neck deep in splendid sandbags.
Oh, right then.
Okay, so we can't get them just yet. We gotta find the requisition form. Okay, maybe we should focus on the umbrella first. Okay, so maybe...
Stay warm and dry here at home if you don't mind.
Our day of fun.
Maybe we should...
Any fun today, Duncan?
I'll just borrow this. Just the thing for our cellar-based indoor beach experience.
Oh my gosh, did we actually get away with just stealing that? Oh, and now they're gone. I cannot believe that my game just did that. Okay, maybe there is something wrong with, like, each one of my games. I cannot believe that actually just happened. But you know, this might actually be the quote-unquote requisition form we need.
Stilton, one of my favorites.
But I don't know if that's gonna work, because it's for cheese. I don't know, it's probably, we gotta try it out. I cannot believe my game just actually did that. That I could just steal the umbrella. Okay, so let's try that out.
It's only for cheese, but...
Give that here. Good heavens. Special orders? Deliver to 62 West Wallaby Street. You've done the service proud, soldier.
Okay,
Now,
here's the thing. Is he actually sitting in an actual sitting position in that truck? Because it looks like he's just staring straight at us. Well, now he's sitting normally, but... In any scene before this, did it look like he was just staring straight at us? Like he didn't look like he was in a normal sitting position within a car. But anyway, it looks like we now got our sand. We just gotta go back to Wallaby Street. 62 West Wallaby Street. Wait. But that's just a regular truck. There's no string to make the horn honk. Honk. You have to press the actual steering wheel to honk it. But I don't know. Okay, well now how are we... We got the sandbags, but... Oh wait, I'm forgetting my Wallace and Gromit logic. There's like a spinning platform if you hit this. Yeah, there we go.
Daisy. There we go.
Well, it looks like we got everything now.
All the sand we need. The Riviera, here we come. Great news, Gromit. All the goods have been gathered. Now it's time for some elbow grease, eh? To the cellar.
The Guest House Mutiny. Well, no, maybe not as clever as Ocean Ocean. Okay, wait a minute. Where did we get everything else? Else for this quote-unquote beach?
Just a minute. Such a lovely beach. It's a shame
to keep they're gonna turn this into a business. Where did we get up time to build a Ferris wheel?
Paying customers.
It surprises me how crazy they come up with this stuff.
West Wallaby Street Water World. A genuine beach house, complete with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement beach attraction. Oh, we'll be surrounded by happy holiday makers. It'll be grand, Gromit.
Oops.
This man's ruining my blinking holiday. Half of mine to take my book.
Yeah, those dogs are going to probably be a really big problem later in this story. I have a really good feeling about it.
These dogs are disturbing the peace. Bylaws state that all livestock must be kept under proper control in public places.
Shouldn't he be saying the same thing about Gromit if he's calling them livestock?
I want a refund.
Oh.
I want a refund and all.
Refunds would indeed appear to be...
Sorry, we don't offer
Mr.
refunds
Wallace.
here.
What do you say?
Well, here at West Wallaby Street Water World, customer satisfaction is our top priority. If you'll just be patient, I promise we'll have everything under control by supper time.
You've got till supper time, no later.
Not much of an holiday so far, I'm sorry to say.
Those mutts are a threat to public
Stay in me
safety.
shop and just a bit tin fruit display.
I think that's an animation error. He's just paused there.
We can't afford to give refunds, Gromit. We've spent all our money doing the house up. It could be a financial
I love
disaster.
how they just constantly fall into financial troubles.
I never thought we'd have a house full of
Like, they do not know how to manage their money.
Bunch of moaning minis, if you ask me. I'm having a grand old time.
Well, that's one satisfied customer, anyway. There we are. This
Okay, it looks like so now this whole
relationship
chapter is going to be
management
trying to
isn't
make
so
our
hard, is it,
customers
Gromit?
happy.
There's hope for our little venture yet. you'd best get supper started. Make it a feast to remember. I'll see to our guests. We'll soon have a house full of happy campers, eh, lad?
Well, since we have reached Chapter 2, I think this is a good stopping point for now. But don't worry, I am going to continue with this Let's Play series. And please, let me know, guys, if you want me to continue with this series. I'm not just ending at Last Resort, but like going on to Muzzled or Bogeyman. Because so far, I am really enjoying this Let's Play series. Alright, but until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whatever the heck you want to do, and maybe hit that little bell icon to get notified when the old school is back in session. But until then, the old school is out!